And so Tariq and Aladdin set off and left the city and made their way out into the great plains that surrounded it.
It's a bit plain out here.
And then further out into the great desert, where huge dunes of sand vanished off into the horizon.
It's like it's deserted out here.
And after 2 hours of travel, come, they arrived at a small oasis with a cave. And Tariq said the magic words that made openings in stones. Open sesame! Say it with me. Open sesame! Open sesame!
And the rocks guarding an entranceway broke forth, and before them yawned the mouth of a cave. The inside of the cave was dark, and issuing from its depths was the smell of some great animal or beast. I think I better be.
The older man urged Aladdin further into the cave. There's nothing to be afraid of. The 40 thieves have not roamed the countryside in many, many years.
But Aladdin was afraid. Why don't you go first?
I can't.
No, it's fine.
The way is dark and too steep.
Oh.
And I am old.
Well, more experience.
And my eyes, they don't see so well in the
Well,
dark.
it's dark anyway.
And besides, there's only room for one person.
I'll follow you.
And of course, that's why I needed your help. Your father, whose life I saved many, many, many times, always told me of his son, Aladdin, and what a very honorable person he was.
And Aladdin, hearing about his family's honor, knew he had to go into the cave. But something still wasn't right about this.
Of course, my lad. I did tell you that there were some magics about the cave. You can only bring one thing out. It's just a small trifle. There in the very, very back, just against the far wall, there is a small lamp. An oil lamp, quite plain really, but it was stolen from my father, and I would like it back as a remembrance of my father. I'm sure you can understand. Touch nothing else, but bring me that lamp.
Aladdin should have noticed the look of greed on Tariq's face.
But he was distracted by the old man's stories about his father.
And Aladdin, wanting to prove his bravery, entered the cave.
Oh! Now, all the evil spells of the cave will fall upon Aladdin, and I will get the lamp.
This cave quickly became smaller and darker than the entranceway. It had also become cold. Aladdin shivered, but it wasn't totally from the cold. He was also afraid. And then, eventually, the cave broke open into a large cavern that was filled with gold and silver and jewels and coins, all sparkling, giving their own mysterious light to the cavern. Aladdin rushed forward.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
An unearthly echoing stopped Aladdin just before he touched a golden statue. Silence. Like the intake of a breath waiting. Waiting for Aladdin to make a mistake, to touch something, waiting to pounce. So Aladdin backed away from the statue and moved around very carefully, being ever so cautious not to touch even a single object. Aladdin let his breath go. And he turned and the other side of the cave, he saw the small oil lamp. Carefully, Aladdin made his way towards it, and then he picked it up. Nothing happened. The cave remained calm, and the lamp was warm to the touch.
Do you have the lamp?
I do!
Throw it to me! Quickly! Quickly!
I think I'll carry it back.
No! You cannot! I spoke of those spells. Well, one will not allow you to carry anything out. So throw it to me! Throw it to me quickly!
And then Aladdin saw, written in silver letters above the exit of the cave, this warning. Thou intruder who enter here, touch not the riches if death you fear. And through these doors thou carry not, or stay forever, and body rot.
Throw me the lamp!
Okay, so Aladdin did. A two! A three! But something stopped Aladdin at the last second. What is my father's name?
His name? His name? Throw me the lamp, young man, and I will make you richer than the Caliph of Baghdad.
Just tell me my father's name.
Throw me the lamp, my good friend.
If all you say is true, you must know his name. Just tell it to me.
Throw me the lamp, or I will awaken the beast of the cave.
The beast of the cave. Aladdin was too nervous to answer. He remembered the smell from when the cave was first opened.
In this cave, far from the light, high dark creatures far from sight. Awaken, you creatures with powers of doom, and make this place Aladdin's tomb. Now you will die, and I will find some other poor fool to do my bidding. Farewell, demon food! Close sesame!
And the faint light from the end of the cave closed. Aladdin was trapped. He called, "Out! Let me out!" Silence. A silence deeper than Aladdin had ever dreamed possible. And then, coming down one of the far corridors, Aladdin heard a trembling. It was more felt than heard. Some distant hunger had awakened and it knew Aladdin was here. Aladdin rushed down one of the corridors.